Welcome to the Business Boys Talkin-Business show with your hosts, Brian Magleby and Tyler Price.
Look at us. We're sitting in this is your kitchen.
It is.
You built this.
I did.
And you thought it was just going to be so easy, and it was a challenge.
It's been a dream of mine for about 5 years now. I've been talking about doing this, and the reality is that it's the last 6 months, it's taken a lot of work, and it's going to be launching in January.
Yeah.
So we got final approvals we've had all the approvals from the fire department, the HVAC, the plumbers, everything's passed in the last couple months. Yesterday was the health department. So we are 100% officially legal to produce food. We're called a commissary kitchen.
There we go.
So,
well, before we get too far into that, because we are going to talk all about that.
Yes, we are. The whole show.
Sonny Harker did a great job with us last week.
Oh, man, what a great organization.
Hall Foundation doing cool things. Not just locally, they are local, but globally.
Oh, yeah.
Just great.
If you want to see a company that's expanding, you ought to look into the Brad Hall companies. Wow, is all I can say is they are growing. I hear all the time. I have a friend that works there with them, and he's like, yeah, we just acquired 25 more gas stations in Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, last month it was, we acquired 15 stores in New Mexico.
Yep.
And it's just like, they are just, and I mean, they're buying oil refineries. They are movers and shakers.
Yeah.
The owners of that company, Brad's kids actually that are running the company now.
All super sharp Sonny's in the family as well.
Yep.
But in terms of somebody running that organization, she's worked her way up, and I was really impressed.
Oh, geez, just cool couldn't be better, man. And the good work that they're doing here. It was a great time of the year to talk about some of the good work that they're doing for charities around the area. And we appreciate Sonny being on here. She was absolutely amazing. Sonny Hall Harker with the Hall Foundation.
Yep. And let's talk about our sponsors, maybe.
Can't do the show without them. So BBSI, Troy was just...
Troy Dean was just on watching
We'll give a little plug for the big boy, Troy.
You hear food and the foodie people show up. And Troy,
hopefully he's watching the show.
Yeah.
And but the Troy Dean is he's one of their great employees at BBSI. I just always got to brag that BBSI has the top-notch employees running a top-notch company.
Yep. Yeah. You have any needs for payroll, finding employees, sales strategies? I mean, the list goes on and on. They truly are.
They take care of all the
people.
companies that they bring on to work with, and they just can help you from so many areas of your company. So, and Vulpine Marketing, yes. The timer was off. We didn't catch it till we did actually catch it earlier this morning.
Today,
but we just got it fixed right as about the show was happening. So if you tuned in, you probably saw that the show was started an hour ago. But we got that fixed next week, which we got to get him to fix that because we ain't going to be here next week. That's not proper English, but I don't care. We ain't.
But we are talking business. So. Ryan Jose, if you have any Vulpine Marketing, you have any marketing needs.
Website, SEO, absolutely phenomenal work there at Vulpine Marketing. He's so involved in the community. The chamber events, you can't go to a chamber events without seeing Ryan there. So absolutely great. New Line Media.
Boy, Tyson Bolcom, that kid knows how to shoot video.
He does.
And stream. I mean, he's really adapted. He's got a cool channel where they talk construction.
Yep.
People take him on vacations so that they can shoot their video and
all over the world.
More than just vacations, right? The kid does great work, and you need drone work, you need automation, you need any sort
kind
of
videography for your business. He's just awesome.
He does way more than that. We're just scratching the surface. But
exactly. And the SBDC, what is it?
They are the best kept secret in Idaho, or really nationally probably. But if you are starting a business or in business and maybe struggling, maybe need to take it to the next level, this is a free service run by people. I mean, we were just talking with Dave Nowak. That guy has done a few things in his life. You're involved in that. So,
absolutely
Frosty
great.
Doing great work. The Idaho Innovation Center, you got any openings right now?
We do. We got a couple offices, and a couple of offices coming open, some prime offices coming open in January. We have a few people that are graduating from the Innovation Center. So yes, if your business needs a home, come check us out at the Idaho Innovation Center. We'd love to host you. There are some qualifications to get there, but most people fit into those qualifications. So come check us out if your business needs a office away from the home office, maybe. So.
And your new bay that's a commercial kitchen.
It is. Well, we're going to be talking all about that. It is our biggest, our best, nicest bay. It's the only bay that we have. We have 6 2,000 square foot bays. This is one of them. You're going to see some of the pictures of it. It's got this immaculate floor on it that is just unbelievable. We're so excited to be bringing this commercial kitchen here to the area. I can tell you that it's been a requested item. I've been at the Innovation Center for 7 years, and I can't tell you that this has been the most requested thing that this community needed.
I think it's a real game changer for anybody that's looking to cater, food trucks, anybody that wants to R&D. I mean, you did a great job, and I don't even know half of the stuff that's in there.
Oh, we'll go through it today at the end of the show. We'll be talking all about what is all encompassed with the Idaho Commercial Kitchen at the Idaho Innovation Center. We're excited to have the guy that's kind of helped me put all this together, Randy Lords. He's a chef, has his own baking company called the Rebel Bake Shop. And he was telling us before, he's really a rebel. He fits what his title of his company is.
We're going to talk all about it.
We are. As you can see from the picture there, he is a rebel, and we're going to be talking all about what he does with being a chef, and what's all going to be included, and what's going to be some of the things that's going to be coming to the commercial kitchen at the Idaho Innovation Center.
Fantastic.
So we're excited to have. That is a picture. We've got more pictures to show of our background of what's all going to happen. But I can tell you, this is something big that Eastern Idaho's needed. There's been a few other minor spots, but this place, there is nothing better than what we've put together here in our commercial kitchen. So we'll be learning all about it. Let's watch this quick video here that just talks about the Innovation Center. Tyson, we're going to have to update this video to now add the commercial kitchen into this video. So I'm hiring you to come redo this video and add about the commercial kitchen in there. But let's talk. This video will explain the Innovation Center, and then we'll welcome Randy Lords, owner of Rebel Bake Shop, onto the show, and the kitchen manager for the Idaho Commercial Kitchen.
Idaho Innovation Center, taking your business to the next level. The Idaho Innovation Center is a business incubator located in eastern Idaho, providing resources to companies where entrepreneurs can confidently and aggressively start and grow their small business through collaboration, education, mentoring, and shared resources. Here's what some tenants of the Idaho Innovation Center have said. The classes they hold at the Idaho Innovation Center have proven to be invaluable for my business and its growth. The Idaho Innovation Center has given my business the support when needed in areas of business strategy, marketing, networking, and growth opportunities. An innovative tenant said, "The training and mentoring has helped us accomplish things we would never have done on our own. Thank you." And a technology client said, "The Idaho Innovation Center has been a perfect partner for our startup. The staff is focused on taking business to the next level, and we have." And finally, I would recommend the Idaho Innovation Center as the best resource to either start or grow your business in eastern Idaho. The Idaho Innovation Center, stimulating entrepreneurial spirit and innovation through business growth and development in eastern Idaho. At the Idaho Innovation Center, entrepreneurs can confidently grow their business through networking and educational opportunities with experienced business professionals. There is access to many free amenities, including one-on-one business mentoring and advising through the Small Business Development Center, conference room usage, and reception services. Everything we do at the Idaho Innovation Center is designed to help keep costs down and energy up for growth-oriented businesses.
Let the Idaho Innovation Center take your business to the next level. They're telling me I should have winked at the end of that.
Yeah, I think so.
It would have been, a little wink at the end. I guess I could have. Tyson, when you do the next one, I need to do it.
Do the wink.
So, very good. Well, let's welcome Randy Lords.
Nice meeting you. Thank you for offering.
Chef extraordinaire. He's the owner of Rebel Bake Shop, and he's helped put this the commissary kitchen together.
Yeah, what's that like though? I mean, you kind of have to have a big vision to try to cater to a lot of people that want to do catering, right? Mm-hmm. So what is the process of even putting a kitchen together? How do you know what to do?
Ooh. Well, there's a difference between just your household kitchen and a commercial kitchen.
Right.
You know, the health department, to cater, you have to have a commercial kitchen. Fully licensed, health department has to come and inspect it. There's a difference between your fridges, stoves, everything. It's a step up.
Yeah.
And when you get a chance to cook in one, you'll know the difference.
Yeah.
And you can go so much further.
Yeah. Well, very cool.
Very good. Well, what kind of talk about what you've done in the past? What I know you've been a chef at multiple different restaurants here in the Valley. Kind of talk about where you've been and then where you're at and then what you plan on doing in the future.
So I started over at Sandpiper. Yeah, Sandpiper.
Mm-hmm. That one place.
Yeah. And then from there, I went back to culinary school, and then I came back over to Kiefer's Island, and even Cool Beans for a little while. But they just didn't have the go, and where I call myself the Rebel Bake Shop, and I want to push the limits, get out there, make food interesting again. And there's so much just generic stuff, and they had their basic stuff and stuff from like Cisco and all that, get it brought in, ordered. I do all hands-on stuff. My cakes, cookies, pastries, everything, sauces, everything's made from scratch. And I think we need to get back to that.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, and during COVID was a little tough on the food business, the food industry and the catering. And so you've been doing some other side gigs and stuff, but now you're kind of, going to be, getting a little bit more back in as time allows to do more of the baking and the cooking and the catering and things like that.
I actually, during COVID, I lost everything. And my storefront, everything.
Yeah.
I had to do just what I could out of the house. Became more of a personal chef. Go to somebody's house, teach them how to cook out of their own house, and just side catering for friends.
Yeah.
And
so what do you see this, because Brian's had this vision of putting this kitchen together, what do you really see it doing to benefit the food community here in Eastern Idaho?
So there's a lot more people out here like me that want to make the change, make it more interesting, get more food out there. I mean, Idaho Falls is expanding so much.
Yeah.
And so you go up and you try and get a business loan. And well, you got to be established to get a business loan. But to serve to people, the health department says you got to be in a commercial kitchen. So this is where we step in.
Yeah.
And we can help these people come in, and they can serve in a commercial setting, and they can further their own passion.
So then somebody would, if they have a job, for instance, they're going to come there, prepare all the food, then take the food and go, or what? How would they utilize
yes,
the kitchen?
we are just a kitchen.
Right.
And we do have some outside seating here and there, but it is just a prep kitchen.
Right.
Basic catering kitchen. They come there, they fix everything they need to, and then they can take it wherever they need to.
So who are some of the people that you think is going to be using this? The people who are coming up with a new idea of a new beef jerky sauce or a ranch sauce or something like that. What else, beyond the people who are dreaming of a food type of thing, what are some other people that are going to be using it?
Well, definitely we'll get the people from the regular restaurants in there. And we've already had a few interested in it. They want to come in and they need a little extra room, especially on the mobile units. Now, they are really
food
confined.
trucks.
Yeah, food trucks.
They want to prepare their food before and then take it out to serve it.
Yep. And or, like I said, people like me, people that go to the farmers market, we're going to really hit them up and on. Because, last time I checked in with them, there was a 2-year waiting list to even get a booth there.
Yeah.
And so having this kitchen here, they can come in and do their food and all that, and get that step up that they need.
And so talk about what what all is in the kitchen. What can people, we've got we got the picture here of this 22-foot hood. I can tell you that not many even restaurants in town have this large of a hood.
No, they don't. So we have all the flat tops we need. And all that. We have upwards of 3 to 6, almost 6 commercial ovens.
Yep.
And all that. Proofer there.
Why don't you flash some of the other pictures that you have up there? You can kind of see
refrigerators, freezers, right?
Commercial fridges and refrigerators. Yep. We'll have storage all the way in the back, and all that. So they'll be able to come in with some stuff. And
prep tables there.
Yep.
Absolutely. We're adding a couple more prep tables that they can use.
And a crate maker's
going to be there. Yeah. We've got on this left. We got a big old blender.
The mixer.
Let's not call it a blender.
Yeah.
We do have a blender there too, but we have some other things like he's got a crate machine. Why don't you do another? Do you have the other picture of the sink areas? So all of this stuff, all passed inspection with the health department yesterday. It was a glorious day,
Yes,
wasn't
it was,
yesterday?
yes.
So we've got one other. You can see we've got 3 sinks. Do you have this one with the sinks? I thought I sent one of the sinks, but there's three sinks. There's there's 4 sinks. It's got a mop sink, and then a hand washing sink, and then a dishwashing sink, and then a prep sink. So you've got all 4 of them lined up against a wall, and it's just it's just you can't ask for as a chef, you can't ask for anything else that would be included, right?
No, the space in there. I mean, yeah, you could ask for a walk-in fridge, but that's down the road.
Yeah.
But the space and all that. Some of the kitchens I've worked in and all that, yeah, you're right there. You've got your kitchen, and you turn around, boom, tables here, and I mean, it's so tiny, but the space in here is just huge. You can go in there and we just did 55 people in there for
we
dinner?
just fed 60 people.
60, and like it was nothing. I was able to cook and have the people in there, and there was still room to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I plan on really pushing it. I've done upwards of probably 150 to almost 300 people out of my house.
Yeah.
So think of the people I could serve in there.
Yeah.
Mass production. You can do it all in this this legal area to do it. So and talk about how people will rent. Will be able to rent it. So
we're going to do hourly sections. They can come in and do 4-hour sections, 8-hour sections, and all that. We'll even jump it up for from days to weeks to monthlies at times. Mm-hmm. So
there'll be lots of options. And it looks like we've got a comment in there. Wow, that's amazing that this will be open to the community. Yeah. It is so needed. You're exactly right there, Amber. It has absolutely been needed for years. I can say, as I've talked to my board, that this has been one of the biggest requests over the last 7 years that I've been at the Innovation Center, is a place that people can do this kind of thing.
That's actually... go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's how I got introduced to you guys.
Yeah.
I know that. I was trying to find a place. I've been at this 10 years now.
Yeah.
And I got introduced to the BBC.
SBDC?
Yeah. I know that. And, Brian, he helped me with what he could, but we didn't have any of the options.
Yeah.
And then we just went from there. And he started getting everything together. He's an amazing man to find what he did and put it all together.
We're here to make you look good, not you to make me look good. So.
Trust me, his ego needs no further. But you mentioned Culinary Academy. So you went to school. Where did you go?
Actually, ISU.
Okay.
So yeah, stayed local. There's a lot of options out there.
Yeah.
And Cordon Bleu out of Oregon and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The Art Institute out of Salt Lake City, Draper, Utah, actually. Right. But the money-wise.
Yeah.
I know. So I met with Robert Irvine, Chef Robert Irvine, a few years back, and he gave me the best advice ever. Because no matter what experience you have in the cooking industry, you're going to start at the bottom.
Yeah.
No matter what restaurant you come in, you could have a list of stuff. You're going to start at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then you have to work your way up. So if you go to one of them big colleges, you're going to be in it $200,000.
Yeah, I was going to say they're not cheap.
So ISU, I went through theirs. It was still a 2-year program.
Right.
It's just an associate's, but it teaches you everything. Excuse me. But I was only $54,000.
Yeah.
I mean, a third of the cost.
Yeah.
So a heck of a lot cheaper. And I still got to start at the bottom and work my way up, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And if you guys watching live want to ask questions of the chef or ask any of us questions, we've really beefed this up and then we're going to be changing the format a little bit. We'll talk about that at the end of the show.
Yeah.
But if you have any questions or any comments like Amber did, feel free to put them in the chat box, and we can get them if you get them on while you're watching live. So
do you prefer to bake, or what's your passion? Because you're kind of listed as a baker. So what do you love, and what's your favorite dish to make?
So on the bottom of my card there, it does say the Rebel Bake Shop and Catering. I know that, and that's why I call myself the Rebel.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be just set in one thing. There's so much food out there, and there's so much to taste. And I have yet to find pickled beets. I hate them.
What? I love pickled beets.
But
yeah, Mr. Radish boy.
Tasted everything I could, even from small town Idaho.
Yeah.
I've tasted food from all over the world. And I want to get more out there. So be the rebel. Push the limits. Push what we can get in here.
Yeah.
He's being really kind of nice here, but let me talk to you about what he does really well. I mean, let's start with the number one thing that he did for us. He catered our Christmas party a week ago Friday, and he smoked prime rib.
Wow.
40 pounds.
Yeah.
40 pounds of prime rib. We smoked in a smoker, and he pulled it out at 12:15, and we sliced that up. And I'll tell you, we had over 50 people coming back for seconds.
Yep.
It was that good.
There was, sliver left.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the basically the ends. A couple is all we had. We had just some slivers left over, but absolutely, we had people licking their fingers off that prime rib.
Yeah.
I had my wife there, and she thought it was so good that we took one of the basic pieces left over and shared it with her family. She said, we got to hire this guy to cater our Christmas party at the end of right before Christmas. So he's doing it again, 40 pounds again this Saturday. Wow,
Yep,
Christmas
Saturday.
Eve. Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I can tell you that literally everybody was just saying that it was just amazing.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes and thank yous.
Yes, and then he ended. I mean, just was one of his baking Rebel Bake Shops. He did some cheesecakes. Let's just say we had, I think, 6 cheesecakes there.
4 cheesecakes. Yep.
And there was not a drop left for anybody left. People were wanting to sample all of them. It was just absolutely good. And he's making them for my party again Saturday. Yeah. So it's absolutely, but he can do almost anything. He was catering for another party this last weekend, and he had chicken wrapped in bacon. Now you wrap anything in bacon, and this guy's going to be trying it out. So he chicken wrapped with bacon, and he brought a plate over, and I think that I ate probably 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah.
Just little bite-sized things, but boy, were they good. I mean, and it had a little kick to it.
Yep.
I will say that it did. But what he pushes the line. But absolutely everything that I've had from Chef Randy Lord's is just amazing.
And that double smoked ham.
The double smoked ham. Ooh, yeah, that was really good.
If you can get this guy to eat a cucumber, that's what I want to watch.
You will not get that. A pickle, a cucumber, coleslaw. You will. There's a few things. Oh, and nuts. If you feed me a nut, just come to my funeral.
Yeah. Well, don't do that.
Yeah. So no nuts.
So you're kind of there, and you can see, hey, there's business for you, but you can't take up all the business, right?
No.
So what then would you say to somebody that's just a home cook, chef, whatever title you want to give them, right? That wants to get into this, what would be their next step?
There again, with the health department, they do have to be licensed.
Right.
That is the biggest thing.
And that's an easy process, a hard process. What's that like?
So I could say a little bit of a process. They have to take a class, be certified, and then to be in the commercial kitchen, they have to have insurance that they can get themselves covered if anything was to happen.
But the barrier to entry into this isn't significant.
No,
Right.
There's a little bit of homework, a little bit of research.
Right.
I know that.
And would you help people with directing them? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what we're there for.
Yeah, because I want to encourage people, because it's always interesting to see what people have been doing for their family, or what recipes they've held on to that are old recipes, and then it comes out, right?
And why not take it to the next level?
Yeah.
And this is the way that we're going to be able to help people. Plus, we've got the consultation of helping people get their business set up with the SBDC. So they can come and we can do everything from they have this idea that they've got this sauce that they want to take and make commercial. We can help them do that.
Yep.
So
So what is your favorite as a baker? And I know you're not saying don't. You almost insinuated maybe don't call me a baker, but but what would be your most interesting flavored cookie or
So I do cheesecakes.
Okay, so what's your most interesting flavored cheesecake?
Bailey's Irish Cream Salted Caramel.
Yeah.
or my Biscayne.
That one disappeared really fast.
Oh no, that one's there. So you're talking about the Biscayne.
Okay.
So it's a Spanish, and actually I probably pronounced it wrong, but it's called a burnt cheesecake. There's no crust on it, and so you just bake it off. It's like a custardy, but still cheesecakey.
Yep. Custardy. Yep.
And I did a spiced rum, toasted pecan caramel sauce on it.
Wow.
With a little bit of whipped cream.
Yeah, my mouth's watering.
Yeah, and that's how it was. And then he had what were some of the other cheesecakes?
So we did a white chocolate,
Yeah.
Cranberry. I took in candied the cranberries myself.
Right.
Built chocolate mousse in there, white chocolate mousse, and then the cheesecake on that, and put it all together.
Yeah.
And for us chocolate connoisseurs, there was even a chocolate cheesecake.
Oh yeah.
That was absolutely phenomenal.
Chocolate truffle.
Yeah.
So the crust on that was actually a devil's food cake, but it actually came out almost like a brownie.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then when you look at it, someone that wants to get into the food industry, this route, again, barrier to entry in terms of investment. You don't have all the equipment. You don't have the monthly expenses of running rent and power and payroll and everything. But what would, like your cheesecakes to me should have its own shop, right?
In time.
Amen to that.
What would that look like? I mean, this is a good place for someone to come and test, but where you're from the industry, what do you see the trajectory that someone that says, I really want to get in the food industry, and what would you recommend to them?
I mean, it could be months. I mean, within 2 months, they could be going out on their own.
Yeah.
A couple weeks, it's almost a month process to get through the health department.
Right.
Give or take, everything's in line. But we did that hard part already.
Yeah.
We got the kitchen already set up.
Yeah.
So they just got to put what kind of food they want, what they want to do, and how they want to do it.
Yeah.
That's the easy part. And then they come in and make it.
Yeah.
And
so this is a great place for people to start to learn how to come in and practice and do it. And the goal of like food trucks, what is their ultimate goal? They want to be so popular that people want them to open up a restaurant.
Yep.
And so we will teach people that they can come in and start small like that. And then they can get into a food truck, and then the next thing is they'll be having restaurants.
Yeah.
And that's what we're a business incubator, and that's what we want to do it. We got a comment up on the screen. Randy is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tracy.
I just have to
checks in the mail.
Yeah, the checks in the mail, Tracy. But anyway, absolutely. The food that Randy's created, and I love cheesecake.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim. Mr. Bank of Commerce. Thanks for watching. That's a great profile picture there, Mr. Tim. Thank you. But absolutely, this is what we've built this kitchen for. Is for these people who have just an idea that they can come in and develop it. With the coaching and the things that come along with it, that we can raise them up to being future restaurant owners or caterers.
Yeah. So I know that Rush's Kitchen, I think they do a great job, but I mean, that's where I go buy some of my cool equipment. But anyway, and he does classes occasionally. Yep. So do you see that?
Yes.
Coming in and someone says, hey, I want to make that cheesecake. Would you share? Because that's part of people's hesitation in sharing what they do is they don't want people knocking it off. Right?
No, we want to do classes.
Yeah.
We want to bring people in. And so in my off time now, since I've been from COVID, I've done private chef.
Yeah.
And there's so many people that they don't know how to do. I mean, they got all this stuff in their kitchen, but they don't know how to use it.
Yeah. Just
a little couple hours of coming in and say, hey, let's do this, show them how to do this, and boom.
Yeah.
It opens their palates and their minds, and the sky's the limit.
Yeah, we're going to be having classes, competitions. I mean, there's going to be competitions in the summer for barbecue. Who can barbecue? You will be there for that one.
Yeah, I don't enter competitions though.
Well, yeah, but you'll be there to taste, won't you?
Yes, I'll be there to taste.
Yes,
but
that I guarantee.
But I do have my smokers and stuff, and I have my secret ways in which I do stuff. I guess we all do, right?
Oh yes.
But yeah,
classes and competitions, we're going to be all around that. So if you want to learn how to be a better cook, you will have classes for that.
And I love this too because I think there's people that really want to have their own place, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But if they go from not catering, not doing these things to opening a restaurant, that is light years from where they should have started, I think.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
No, there's got to be some in between.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of things you need to know. I mean, that ServSafe certification is big.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if everybody's had any food poisoning.
Yeah, I have. I wish I
Nasty.
I feel like you'd rather be dead.
Yeah,
So,
I'm even, as a chef, and I've even had it 3 times in my life. So, and I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
And
Coming out every end.
Yeah.
Every end possible.
So to give these people that chance to learn that, and then they can further themselves better, because we definitely want to teach people the right ways to do it.
Right.
There's plenty of people that do it the wrong way, and what do? So opening a restaurant is one of the hardest things they do in the market.
Yeah.
And you're always, companies will tell you you're in the red for the first 2 years.
Yeah.
Because they can't get nowhere, and
Yeah.
you got to find that, and then everybody's appetite changes, and so you will have your ups and downs, but just if we can give them that push and then that step to get there, it'll be a lot better.
I think it's exciting. I'm glad that you stuck to it because
it's coming of
I know
reality. So
I know you kind of got into some extra expense that you
there was with any business that started. I kind of learned the hard way here that anytime you get into a new business, there's 2 things that you can guarantee. It's going to cost you twice as much and take twice as long.
Yeah. And it never goes according to plan.
It doesn't, and
So
it
3
didn't.
things,
And that's
right?
we were hoping to have this place launched back in August, September, but there was just so much preparation.
Tim was looking to leave the bank, it looks like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The question coming from Tim Sopolowski from Bank of Commerce: will companies be able to work together and coordinate to reduce expenses such as food costs?
To a point, we definitely, allergies is our biggest thing.
Right.
We got to make sure the companies are coherent or compatible. Because there's a lot of health food out there on allergies. So you got to make sure they all come together because we don't want to make anybody sick or get hurt.
Right.
Yep, but yes, the also the question is the when these companies come in, we're hoping to eventually get them to where there could be multiple people in there,
and they're buying in a volume that gets them the best price. Right?
It is so they can get it down. It depends on if they want to use the kitchen, over hours, they can get it for really cheap. And between 10 o'clock at night and 6 o'clock in the morning, the rates go down significantly. Yeah. But but if you we want to get some of those synergies going with some of the people out there to making it so that people can work together and do this. Our whole goal is to just forward the production of food in this area.
Yeah.
For caterers, food trucks, people at the farmers market, anybody designing, developing any kind of kitchen idea that they have, we want this place to be the place that they come and do it, prepare it for.
Yeah, and we were both at that high school business competition, and the businesses that I kept seeing that these high school kids were doing, they wanted to do food trucks and things like that. But then one little girl, she's actually gone out and put recipes together, and so in her presentation, I got a chicken curry wrap that she made, and it was really good.
Was it really
awesome? But anyway, so I think that there's this really upstart from the youth, and they all want it. But I think with the SBDC and with the Innovation Center and with what you're doing, I think there's a really this incubator philosophy that's really going to help people have that staying power. Because to toot Brian's horn, people that go through the Innovation Center have a 98% success
ratio versus 98% of them that fail out in the normal public.
And I think in the food industry that there is a high failure rate. I think in any industry there's a high failure rate, but I think this is anyway. I'm excited.
We will set you up right to do business right. Yeah. So the Idaho Commercial Kitchen opening January. We are authorized. We could be open now. We just after yesterday's authorization we got from the health department, we could be open now, but we're still putting the final last touches of the commercial kitchen together. But we will be launching. I know, Tim, you were going to ask this question. When can I come to that ribbon cutting? The plans are to it to be Wednesday, January the 11th. And my phone's ringing, and I'm going to blame this on Tyson. He warns us every time that you got to put your phone on silence, and he didn't, and my phone rang.
Yeah, Tyson, your fault.
On Wednesday, January 11th, we will be having the Chamber of Commerce there to do a ribbon cutting. So we can, and we
Be
will have
cheesecake involved. I'm just going to preface that.
Oh, yes.
All
There
Yes,
will
there will
be.
be.
There
Yes.
will be cheesecake.
There will be cheesecake. I can't promise there'll probably not be prime rib, but we have to have some big sponsors step up to have us have prime rib there. But we will have. I can tell you that we're going to have all of the food trucks that are in our village there at the Innovation Center. We'll be providing food there at our grand opening. We'll be having an open house that whole day there at the Idaho Commercial Kitchen at the Idaho Innovation Center. So mark your calendars. Wednesday, the 11th of January, we will be having a party, and you can come. If you want to come check it out earlier than that, come see us at the Innovation Center. We'll give you a tour and show you what all's going to be available starting in January. So the Idaho Commercial Kitchen. Is there anything else that the public needs to know about the Commercial Kitchen?
Don't be afraid to start.
Yeah.
And the first big step is the hardest one. And just, put everything together and get, like you're saying, the recipes, this and that, the ideas, and just come see us.
Don't be afraid to step out into business. We love that. So absolutely great advice from a local chef extraordinaire, Randy Lords, the Rebel Bake Shop and catering service. So we wish you the best. Kind of end with this quote that you have talking about the work that you do.
So it says, I want people to enjoy food again. Every event I see the smiles, the handshakes, thank yous, and praises. It makes it all worth it, and it does. Because it is. When you take that stress off that person, say that wedding and they come back and thank you very much, that food was amazing, and that's what you did. All the other business parties that anybody's been to or I've been to, and the employees are like, oh, they went with that company again.
Yeah.
And they went with sandwiches again. Mm-hmm. And all that. So there again, push the limits, and that's why I call myself the Rebel Bake Shop, because I'll come in, I'll give you a menu, and I'll throw whatever I can at it.
And I can tell you that if you can get his bacon wrapped chicken with a honey glaze on it, wow! Or the prime rib. I mean, if your mouth isn't salivating after listening to this show, you should need to come down and check out our commercial kitchen. So
January 9th.
January 11th.
No, 11th.
Wednesday the 11th. So we are
Or
excited.
get your own private showing right now.
That's right. Yeah. Or come see us before then, and we'll give you a private tour of it. So very good. The Idaho Commercial Kitchen. One more question coming in there. Where can I go online to find the Rebel Bake Shop to see his menu and to hire him to cater an event?
So right now I only have a Facebook page. I've done the best thing you can do with food is word of mouth. Anybody can see it on TV, on a billboard. But if somebody's been to my event, that's where it goes. So I got business cards out there. You can stop in there and get one of them.
We have them at the Innovation Center, and you can learn about that.
What's your Facebook page?
The Rebel Bake Shop and Catering.
Okay.
And
Rebel Bake Shop and Catering.
Search them out on Facebook. Great question.
Randy Lords.
I apologize. They're not the greatest pictures on there because I am my own employee and all that. There does need to be more. Yeah. So if we got somebody who can take pictures, I'd appreciate it.
We know a good person that can do that for you. So New Line Media, that's an easy referral right there. So we will help you out there. So we wish you the best of luck in making this commercial kitchen and your catering and baking and everything else you do. We wish you the best, Randy. People, I'll encourage you to look him up and come see him at the Idaho Innovation Center. So let's do a transition into a quick training topic.
A quick training topic with 21.
We're not going to go through all of them.
I was hoping for 50. So
yeah. Giving me crap.
You're gonna punch me later.
Yes, I am. So this is a book that's just kind of fun. It's kind of a year-end kind of thing that I wanted to put together. It's called Change is Good. You Go First. And these are 21 things that you'll find in this book. We're going to actually give away a copy of this book. It's a great time. Everyone's looking at evaluating where they're at in 22 and what they can do in 2023. Here's a quick list of things that you can do to make things better in 2023. 21 ways to inspire change in your business. Recruit your best people. Let's just kind of highlight a few of them.
Yeah, people matter. People are any company's most important asset. But there was one I liked. Now I can't find it. So
I'll take it. It all starts with a belief. If you don't think you can do it, just like if you have an idea to bring to the commercial kitchen it all starts with that belief that you can do something and be successful at it.
Yep.
Remove barriers. Jump in here, Randy. Choose one on here. But I think sometimes people create their own barriers. Mm-hmm. That's why I was asking, hey, are you going to help people or give them the insight of what it takes to get this thing going? Because I know at the Innovation Center and just being around Brian for, 15 years mm-hmm. now, this guy cares about people going out and having success, and having him in your corner, it just removes a lot of barriers. So you remove your own barriers and get going.
Celebrate success, let action speak, inspire personal accountability. That's one of my big things. I do weekly accountability meetings with quite a few business owners, some bi-weekly. Most of them I'd actually meet with on a weekly basis, if not bi-weekly, and some monthly basis. But having someone to account to for your actions, this is one of the biggest downfalls of CEOs of companies, that they don't have anybody that they're ever held accountable to. So that's one of my big things. So take calculated risks.
I was going to say that's my favorite right there.
Yeah.
I would have never known this. So I've been cooking all my life, family events, this and that, and it wasn't until some family members and other people just pushed me.
Yeah.
They finally go do it. Go to culinary school. Get that initiative, and it's hard. You know, we're our own worst critics.
Yeah.
Take calculated risks.
Because everything's a risk, but if you have the background and you have some vision, at least it's a calculated risk.
At least try.
Yep.
At least try.
Measure results. That's a big one that people don't do enough of. And then I go back to some of the best advice I ever got when I had my company was to run your business by your financials, and that's a big thing. Set the stage for innovations. Follow your convictions. Pull the weeds. Reinforce. Anyway, it's great. There's a video that we're going to show here at the end of the show that talks about this. Change is good. You go first type mentality. There's another one that where we'll probably talk about next month, that you can't take a goose to a duck school or something like that. Anyway, it's a really fun book that kind of follows up on this one. But we will be talking about that. But let's give away this book. So what kind of questions can we ask?
Where did Randy go to culinary?
Ooh, yeah. Answer that question.
Really technical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where did he go to school at? It might have been a local.
We should have asked a cheesecake question.
Could have been. What is the I just said it right there, didn't I?
Yeah.
What cheesecake did Brian just totally founder on? Yeah, the chocolate one. We could have asked all sorts of cheese or prime rib questions, or chicken bacon wrapped. Chicken and bacon wrapped, dabbled in honey. Oh man, that had a little sweetness to it. It was absolutely great.
So believe it or not, I'm actually allergic to honey.
Oh.
So to get that to taste that good,
he brought it to me to have tested. So I told him how good it was. So
Tim said ISU.
Tim,
someone finally beat. What's his? Our friend. Now,
yes.
When you can't think of your friend's name, and he's watching.
Yes,
Tim wins.
Yeah, Tim, you won today. This book is yours. I will personally deliver it to Tim Sopolowski. So thank you for doing that, Glenn.
Guzman. Yeah.
Glenn sorry, dude. Regularly. You lost today.
Glenn obviously wasn't.
He has been our most frequent winner of things that we give away. Yeah. So change is good. You go first. Will be yours, Tim Sopolowski. So thank you for doing that. We appreciate that.
Hey, we got changes happening in 2023, right?
Talk about changes. Here's what we're gonna do. We can't tell everything that we're given. That we're going to be doing.
I'm going to say something though.
Okay, go ahead.
But you go first, because you may say what I'm going to say. So then go ahead.
Yeah. So we're going to be changing up the show in 2023. Now we can't do all these changes. There are going to be some big time changes to Talkin-Business that we're going to implement, but they're all going to start in probably February. Yeah. We're hoping that it can be February.
We're getting our things lined up.
Get our ducks in a row. So we are going to be in January highlighting some of our biggest shows that we've had over the last 2 years.
Yeah, but one of the shows that we'll do each month is in the kitchen.
It is. And we're going to have a food.
And I don't know that Randy knew this, so there you go, Randy.
We are going to have a one show a month that we're going to highlight a food restaurant
or cheesecake or whatever, and make it right.
We're going to be probably broadcasting live in our commercial kitchen some of those times, but we will be meeting with some restaurants once a month. That's a little bit of a tease. We're going to change up the format of the show a little bit. We got some exciting. I can tell you, we met this month and we've come up with some phenomenal ideas that we're going to take Talkin' Business to the next level. Is what I can say.
Yeah, we've just kind of got in, experimented with it. Now here we are, at the end of year 2. And we're putting gasoline on this thing, and
we are. And we're going to light it up in 2023, and we're excited for the big changes. Look for so we'll be kind of teasing it in our shows in January. We will have no live guests in the month of January, but we will be highlighting some of our biggest shows that we've done and what are some of the biggest learning lessons. We had probably the most amazing show at the Mountain America Center. We did live. And we're going to go through and talk about that. What an amazing thing that they've done there. We'll be highlighting that a couple weeks, and we will be setting ourselves up for a great, new, big, exciting changes in 2023 with Talkin' Business.
There we go.
Awesome. That kind of wraps it all up right there.
I think so. I think that does.
And Tim, we'll be coming to talk to you because we are looking for some big time sponsors.
Yeah.
And Bank Commerce is on our list because they're a great bank in the area. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. We're going to end with this video that's called "Change is Good. You Go First," and then we will not be on next week. Remember, there will be no show after Christmas, but we will come back again, bigger, badder, stronger in 2023. So look forward to our shows starting in I think it's the 2nd or 3rd. I think the 3rd of January. So
there we go.
Thanks everybody. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. End us with a thumbs up. Thanks everybody. Have a great Christmas.
purest essence of what makes a business tick is sometimes fleeting. It's not always available to draw on demand. So if you can capture these things on video, you're capturing magic in a bottle. My name is Tyson, and I own New Line Media. I really believe that the keystone to any successful business is the connection that that business builds with the people that it serves. Traditionally, these attributes were all achieved through interpersonal communication. It came through authentic connection. Then the arena of the internet introduced a whole range of resources that expanded what businesses were capable of achieving. But the trade-off for these new resources was that authentic connection with the people that we serve. And without that connection factor, businesses become commodities, just a name and a price tag. So the dilemma businesses face today is how to preserve that sense of connection in a digital space. And I believe that the answer to that problem is video. At New Line Media, my goal is to help you take your influence, your passion, your spirit, your essence, and make it available to anyone, at any time, no matter where they are. When the power of video is truly harnessed, it can become so much more than just a flashy way to promote yourself. Video can help your business build trust in those you serve or want to serve. It can build familiarity. It provides information and education, and most of all, it can pull your customer into your space for a few moments and give them a taste of what working with you would be like. It provides them with that in-house connection experience, no matter where they are. And that is what I focus on, because it's all about making a connection. So if you're a business owner who's ready to shift gears and unbind yourself using video as the business asset that it should be, then go to my site and submit a request to work with me. If I think I'm going to be the best fit for you, then I will reach out and we will schedule a time to meet.